finally found the hunter's trail. With worried eyes and faces pale, our daughter hears her every night, a woman dressed in ghostly white. He tipped his hat and took the pay. She'll stop her singing by today. The father asked, "You sound so sure?" He smiled, "I've heard that one before." She danced alone through silver wheat, never leaving any feet. She smiled so warm, so calm, so bright, then vanished clean before his sight. She laughed behind him soft and near, then whispered something in his ear. He turned around with sword held high. She moved again, oh, nice try. She made 3 copies, then made 4. I'd seen that little trick before. The first was smoke, the next was air. The last one pulled me by the hair. She nearly stole my silver chain. She almost made me swing in vain. She tried to drag me off to dance. I bowed and said, perhaps no chance. The moon grew pale, the wind stood still. She charged at last with ghostly will. One silver strike, one flash of light, and silence claimed the lonely night. The family smiled, the curse was gone. The fields were bright beneath the dawn. They thanked the hunter, paid the fee, and Grandma offered tea for free. I left with coin, a full warm meal, a sharper blade, a better deal. The ghost is gone, the crops still grow, but don't dance where white flowers blow. Hey! Came with worried eyes. The bridge is closed and so are our lives. He takes our coin to cross one way, then charges more at the end of the day. The hunter laughed, that's quite a plan. A greedy troll with a business span. Let's see if brains can beat a wall, because I don't like tolls at all. The bridge was stone, both wide and old. The troll sat counting piles of gold. Paid across, the giant roared. Pay again when you come back aboard. The hunter bowed with quite the grin. Before great battles we always drink. A toast to strength, a toast to fame. The troll shouted, ha, I like this game. He grabbed the little glass flask fast, drank every drop in one long blast. He laughed so loud the bridge would shake. Your tiny drink was a big mistake. The hunter smiled and stepped away. Not yet, just wait a little, friend. The troll swung first with all his might. The hunter simply stepped aside. Another swing, another miss. The troll complained, what's this? What's this? My arms feel slow, my legs feel strange. This wasn't part of our exchange. The hunter answered with a grin, I never said what bottle it had been. It won't kill, don't look so grim. It simply makes you easier to win. The troll kept roaring loud and proud, swinging harder, shouting loud. Each heavy blow missed by a mile. The hunter whistled all the while. His skin was thick as a mountain stone. Each silver strike just glanced and groaned. Well, now I see the problem here. You're built like 50 kegs of beer. The hunter rolled beneath one blow, then reached a torch with steady flow. He lit his blade with roaring flame. Now this would be a different game. The fire spread across the steel. The troll let out his first real squeal. His healing slowed, his strength grew weak. The hunter finally found his beat. One careful cut beneath the arm, the giant stumbled into harm. Another slash across the side, the troll could no longer hide. He raised his club one final time, too slow to finish off the fight. One single leap, one final swing, the hunter's blade flashed through the wind. The troll's great head rolled from the stone. The bridge was free for all to roam. The townsfolk cheered from side to side. No tolls today, the hunter cried. The gold stayed there, the bridge stood tall. The goats crossed first and mocked them all. Came with shaking knees. My finest treasure tried to eat me. It looked just like a wooden chest, then bit my trousers, not the rest. The hunter laughed, I've seen this trick that isn't cursed. It's a mimic, a monster hiding plain in sight, waiting patiently to bite. A mimic waits where greed is strong. It hides for weeks, sometimes for months. It looks like treasure, old and grand, then swallows fools where they all stand. It has no honor, has no pride. It only waits with mouth open wide. Its teeth are sharper than a spear, and gold is how it draws you near. Whoa. The merchant cried, please end this curse. It stole my gold and something worse. The hunter asked, what did it take? My lucky boots. Well, that's a shame. The hunter filled a heavy sack with useless stones from off the path. He tossed a handful coins on top. Now let's see if your brain can stop. He placed the bag beside the trail, then hid behind an old oak rail. The mimic twitched, the hinges creaked. Its giant tongue came out to peek. One mighty gulp, the sack was gone. The hunter whispered right on cue. 3 seconds passed, then came a cough, another cough. Then something broke. The mimic bounced across the ground. It spat out pebbles all around. Gold flew left, stones flew right. The hunter laughed, you're not too bright. A mimic roared with wooden rage. Its lid snapped shut like prison gates. Its tongue shot out like living rope. The hunter grinned, you'll need more hope. He ducked beneath enormous jaws. The teeth struck sparks against the rocks. So many teeth, so little aim. I'm almost feeling quite ashamed. The mimic charged on tiny legs. It bounced like 50 drunken kegs. It crashed through fences, rolled downhill, still trying hard to make a kill. The hunter drank a potion fast. Dark veins around his eyes soon flashed. His heartbeat slowed, his vision grew. Each movement now he clearly knew. The mimic opened wide once more. It wanted hunter, nothing more. The hunter tossed one golden coin. The monster forgot everything. It chased the coin without a thought. The hunter smiled exactly. Another coin, another leap. The mimic never looked at me. One more? The hunter laughed aloud. Hey! The mimic nodded much too proud. It opened wider than before, enough to it a stable door. The hunter sprinted, never slowed, straight toward that hungry throat. He jumped, he spun with silver bright, and vanished briefly out of sight. One heartbeat passed, then two, then three, then three. The mimic suddenly screamed in grief. Its lid burst open with a crack. The hunter climbed back out intact. He wiped his boots upon the grass. I've smelled much better. That was bad. The mimic staggered left and right. Its tongue gave one defeated twitch, one final swing, one silver flash. The giant monster split at last. Coins rolled everywhere they could. The merchant shouted through the woods, "My treasure!" No, the hunter smiled, mostly teeth and rotten bile. The merchant searched through every pile. He found 3 coins after a while. "My boots," the hunter scratched his head. "I wouldn't ask where those have been." The road reopened that same day. No mimic waited on the way. The hunter whistled, took his fee, and bought brand new boots instead of tea. Instead of tea. Every full moon without fail, 2 sheep vanished beyond the veil. The farmer cried, "I've had enough. These cursed beasts are far too tough." He found the hunter by the road, placed a heavy purse he'd owed. "Bring me proof they're finally gone," the hunter answered. By next dawn, he tracked the prints through pine and stone until he reached a place unknown. 2 werewolves crossed beneath the moon, a towering male, his mate close to. The werewolf stood with big yellow eyes. The she-wolf watched the darkened skies. They moved like hunters, calm and fast, as if this life was built to last. They caught a rabbit, lean and small. She laughed, "That won't feed us at all." He scratched his head, then shook his mane. "I miss the days of proper game." She nudged his arm with playful pride. "You always say that every time." He pointed toward a distant sheep. She rolled her eyes, "You're far too cheap." The hunter watched from high above. They're werewolves and they're still in love. He'd hunted monsters all his life, but never husband, never wife. He stepped ahead with sword in hand. Both werewolves turned to make their stand. The great male growled, prepared to fight. The she-wolf bared her teeth that night. "We know why you've come," the male declared. "We know the price upon our heads." The hunter nodded, calm and slow. "The missing sheep, I need to know." Our forest dies a little more. The deer don't walk these hills anymore. We never hunt a single man. We only take what keeps us fed. The hunter frowned but raised no steel. "Then show me everything that's real." They led him through the silent wood, where empty hunting grounds once stood. No herds remained, no tracks were found. Dead branches covered all the ground. The river shrank, the forest thin. Survival had become a sin. The hunter sighed, "I understand, but stealing sheep cannot still stand." The great male roared with all his might, then charged to start the final fight. His claw struck hard, his strength was vast. The hunter slipped each crushing slash. The she-wolf joined with fearless grace. She circled fast with silent pace. The hunter blocked each claw and bite, yet never struck to end alive. The werewolf lunged with one last roar. The hunter stepped no inch more. One perfect strike, one perfect turn. A silver blade touched only fur. The werewolf froze, he could not move. The hunter smiled, "Now you've seen proof. If I had wished, you'd both be dead. Instead, let's use our heads The she-wolf slowly lowered low, the great male finally let go. No pride remained, no rage to feed, only hunger, only need. Hunt northern woods beyond this land, leave every farm exactly as planned. Break this promise, break it once. Next time I won't give second chances. Both werewolves bowed beneath the moon, they vanished through the forest gloom. The hunter walked the bridge at dawn, another contract finally done. The farmer smiled, did you win the fight? The hunter laughed, I won it right. No sheep were taken, never again. The deer, well, they filed the next complaint. To sharpen silver steel, when frightened riders climb the hill, our children hear a hungry cry. Each frozen night, someone will die. They spoke one name with shaking breath, a curse that carried only death. A Wendigo walks through the snow. Please stop the beast before we go. Oh, Wendigo, the hunter said, I know the tales, I know the dread. It was once a man like you, now endless hunger drives it through. It fears no wolf, it fears no bear, it leaves behind the coldest stare. Its claws cut deeper than a blade, its curse leaves forests filled with graves. It hears your heartbeat through the snow, it smells your fear wherever you go. It never tires, it never sleeps, it hunts the strongest, then it keeps. The hunter smiled and took the gold. I've chased far worse, or so I'm told. The children asked, will you survive? I'll try, I'd quite like staying alive. The forest stood in frozen white, no raven called, no bird took flight. Even the wind seemed scared to speak, the silence made the bravest weak. He knelt beside enormous tracks, no horse would leave a trail like that. Each footprint deeper than his knee, this ugly fool weighs more than 3. He found torn bark on ancient pines, claw marks stretched higher than the sky. One frozen elk lay ripped apart, half was missing, not the heart. He reached inside his leather coat, a small glass potion touched his throat. The bitter liquid burned like flame, dark veins around his eyes soon came. The world grew sharp, the snow stood still. He heard a heartbeat past the hill, one slow, one deep, one heavy pound, like thunder walking underground. Then through the mist the monster came, the Wendigo deserved its name. Its body starved, its bones showed clear, yet every step awakened fear. Its antlers scraped the frozen trees, its breath became a killing breeze. Its endless jaws were stained with red, enough to chill the strongest head. The Wendigo let out a cry, the mountains answered through the sky. The hunter grinned, that's quite a voice, I've heard much worse. I've little choice. The beast attacked with shocking speed, pure endless rage, pure endless greed. Its claws came crashing through the frost, one slower hunter would be lost. The hunter rolled beneath one swing, his silver blade drew but a sting. The wound was deep, then closed once more. The flesh was whole, just like before. So that's your trick, you heal too fast. He laughed aloud, that will not last. He reached again beneath his cloak another tiny flask. He broke, black oil covered all his blade. One spark, a wall of fire was made. The Wendigo charged through the flame. It never thought to fear the blaze. One burning strike, the healing slowed. For once it truly felt the blows. The beast roared loud enough to shake the frozen river, frozen lake. It smashed great rocks with every hand. The hunter danced across the land. You're strong, he laughed, I'll grant you that. But strength alone won't win this scrap. The Wendigo grew wild with hate. Each heavy strike arrived too late. The potion kept the hunter fast. The beast grew slower, breath at last. The hunter saw beneath one arm a narrow gap untouched by harm. One burning slash, the monster cried. Black blood stained the snow beside. It stumbled back, still standing tall. I've seen tougher, not by much at all. The Wendigo made one last leap. The hunter never missed a beat. One spinning strike, one final flame. The silver edge found home again. The monstrous head fell through the snow. Its body crashed far down below. The frozen forest breathed once more. The curse would hunt these lands no more. The hunter cleaned his silver blade. The fire slowly died away. He took the antlers as his proof. They barely fit upon his horse. The family waded through first light. They searched the road with hopeful eyes. He tossed the antlers to the ground. I found your monster, problem solved. The children stared with open eyes. Was it as scary as they say? The hunter smiled, it certainly was, but uglier up close, I'd say. Through pouring rain, my finest soldiers fought in vain. The roads are closed, the skies unfree. A cockatrice waits patiently. The cockatrice, the hunter said, a beast that fills brave hearts with dread. Half serpent, half monstrous bird. Its deadly gaze has long been feared. Its beak can tear through iron mail. Its talons never seem to fail. It rules the cliffs above the land and kills before you understand. It dives like lightning through the sky. It strikes before you hear it cry. Look in its eyes too long, my friend, and that may be your sudden end. The hunter smiled and took the pay. I've chased worse things on slower days. He climbed the cliffs by break of dawn. The mountain path seemed long and worn. No sheep remained, no goats were found. Just scattered feathers on the ground. A broken wagon blocked the trail. Its wooden boards were split and pale. One helmet lay beside a tree. The owner gone completely. The hunter knelt beside the stones. Huge talons carved them to the bone. So you're larger than the stories say. That almost makes my working day. A thunderous scream split open skies. The hunter never raised his eyes. Instead he watched a polished shield the oldest trick still works, he grinned. The cockatrice came diving fast, its shadow swallowed all the path. Its wings beat hard enough to shake loose stones that rolled into the lake. Its feathers gleamed like tarnished steel, its golden eyes could almost kill. Its serpent tail lashed through the air, the hunter answered with a stare at the shield. I've no desire to end a stone. You're ugly enough, I'll use my own. The monster shrieked with wounded pride, then tried attacking from the side. The hunter rolled beneath one wing, missed me again, that's twice, he grinned. It slashed with claws, it struck with beak. The mountain echoed every scream. One feather clipped the hunter's hood. That haircut almost looked quite good. The cockatrice spread both its wings. The darkness swallowed everything. The hunter drank a potion fast. Dark veins around his eyes soon flashed. His senses sharpened like a knife. Each movement came to blazing light. He heard each feather cut the air. He knew exactly when and where. The cockatrice attacked once more. The hunter slid across the floor. Its beak struck stone with all its might. Bright sparks exploded through the night. Ouch, the hunter laughed. That had to sting. You're breaking rocks, not everything. The beast grew furious with rage. It circled high above the ridge, then folded wings and dropped like death. The hunter calmly caught his breath. He raised the shield before his face. The monster met its own cruel gaze. One heartbeat passed, the creature froze. Well, that explains a lot, he joked. Its body slowed, its movements dragged, its mighty wings no longer snapped. The hunter sprinted through the dust. Now comes the part I really trust. One silver slash across one wing. The monster crashed without a scream. Another cut along its side. Black blood stained the mountainside. The cockatrice still tried to fight. It swung its tail with all its might. The hunter ducked beneath the blow. I'll give you points, you're stubborn though. One final leap, one spinning turn. His silver blade began to burn. It crossed the neck in one clean line. The mountain fell, completely silent. The cockatrice lay still at last. Its reign of terror finally passed. The hunter wiped his sword with care. I fought worse chickens, I'll be fair. He carried back one massive claw. The captain stared with open jaw. You truly fought that thing alone. The hunter smiled. It wasn't alone. Its ego came as company. The castle stood beside a lake. No boats returned, none escaped. The captain sighed, we've lost too many. One monster guards these waters deadly. The hunter asked, what beast lives there? The captain whispered through despair, a hydra, a hydra. The hunter smiled, well, that explains the missing mile. A hydra grows another head. Each time you think you've left it dead, cut one away, two more appear. That's why no hunter lasted here. Its scales resist both axe and spear. Its strength alone brings kingdoms fear. Its tails can shatter solid stone. Its roar can shake the mountain's bones. The hunter laughed, now that's a job I was afraid you'd brought aboard. He crossed the bridge before first light. The silent lake looked calm, too bright. No birds would land, no fish would leap. Even the waves refused to speak. Then bubbles rose beneath the shore. 1, then 10, then many more. The water burst, the monster came. The Hydra earned its dreadful name. 5 massive heads rose through the spray. 5 hungry mouths searched for their prey. 5 pairs of eyes burned emerald green. The largest beast he'd ever seen. Each neck moved like a striking snake. Each bite could split an ancient gate. Each roar rolled over lake and hill, enough to make brave soldiers still. One head laughed, one head roared. One tried to bite him from the shore. The hunter sighed, oh wonderful, you argue more than merchants do. The Hydra struck from every side. The hunter barely slipped each bite. One tail crashed down beside his feet. The ground itself forgot to breathe. He drank a small glass potion fast. Dark veins around his eyes spread black. His heart beat slow, the world grew clear. Each moving neck was crystal clear. Much better. Steel flashed through the morning sky. One massive head was cut clean high. The hunter smiled, I've got you now. 2 brand new heads burst rushing out. Right, I remember this part now. The Hydra laughed with all 7 mouths. The hunter scratched beneath his brow. Congratulations, you've become even uglier somehow. Another charge, another bite. The hunter rolled from left to right. Another head came crashing low. It missed and bit its brother's throat. The hunter laughed, keep helping me. I'm loving all this teamwork. See, he lit his silver blade with flame. Bright fire danced across the steel. Now, let's try this properly. 1 burning strike, 1 burning cut. The severed neck stayed black and shut. No new heads. Excellent. Now we're making progress. The Hydra roared, the lake exploded. Water crashed like storming oceans. Every head attacked at once. Every jaw sought hunter's blood. The hunter climbed a fallen pillar, jumped between the snapping fangs, slid beneath the swinging tail, answered every strike with flame. 1 head fell, then 1 more, then 2 together hit the floor. The beast grew slower, smaller too. Its endless fury finally broke. Only 1 great head remained, scarred by fire, mad with pain. It opened wide for 1 last roar. The hunter answered, no, my turn. He sprinted straight across the stone, leaped above the snapping jaws, spun once through the smoky air. Silver fire, 1 final arc. The Hydra's final head came free. Silence settled on the lake. The water calmed, the clouds all broke. The first bird sang in many weeks. The captain reached the lakeside shore. How many heads? The hunter shrugged. I stopped counting after they started arguing. The captain laughed, the children cheered. The bridge reopened that same year. The hunter took his well-earned pay. Next time, let's hunt something with only 1 mouth.